welcome everybody. Coach Phill here. Listen, the question keeps coming up. How should I price my products? How do I decide what I'm going to charge people for my product? Now, guess what? I got you sorted today, okay? And I have a different way of looking at this because two reasons. Number one, the rate at which many coaches, consultants, speakers never ever get to that level of financial freedom and independence is because of the issue of pricing, okay? The issue of how do I price? What do I do? Now, first things first, only price according to the value of what you bring. Okay, I have told the story in my webinar. By the way, if you have not attended my masterclass on how to start and grow your business, where we go through the 4 secrets of how you can start, build, grow, and consistently have clients for the entire year, I suggest that you click on the button, on one of the links below, which says free training. That should take you to that registration where you'll get an amazing 1 hour of gold in terms of how to start your business. Now, in there, I do explain my first 10K deal, okay, where I went somewhere for a session. Before I ever asked anybody for $10,000, I was known as the, let us just say I was a broke public speaker, okay, let's just say that, okay. And then one time I go to this place, somebody had seen me speak about 3 years ago. They knew what I can bring. They loved my energy. They knew I would help them turn their organization around. I go to this place, and out of the blue, somehow God usually speaks to me in different ways. Out of the blue, they told me, hey, we want you to do a session for 3 days with our leadership team. You're going to take them somewhere, and we just want you to turn them around and bring them back nice and good. I said, no worries, no problem. I go and they asked me, so what is it going to cost? And out of the blue, I just said $50,000. Okay, I don't know where it came from. It just came, $15,000. Boom! I was like, shoo, and I kept quiet. And the leader looked at me and said, okay, it's a little bit high, but let's go 13. Okay, let's go 13K if that's okay, you know. And you know, my heart was pumping, my mouth was dry because that's the first time I ever asked for that money. But this is the point. He knew the value of what the interaction of 3 days with me would be. And actually, that particular organization went on to make tens and tens and tens of millions of dollars because of that interaction, okay? Just $13,000, and they went on to do so. What is my point? Only charge according to the value. Let me explain. Let us say you are a nutritionist, okay? And somebody comes to you and they need your help, okay? They need your help. They are obese. The doctors told them they only have 2 years to live. They come to you, you design an amazing program for them. You design an exercise program, what food they can eat, how they can eat, and sooner or later, you know that if they follow through, they will not only lose the weight, they will feel better, they will look better, you will save a life, you will save a relationship. How much is that in terms of value? You can't put a price on it, okay? So I always encourage all my clients that you got to be doing high ticket because you got to be charging according to value, okay? Anything above $2,000 is good, okay? Now, if you have to start low, we have to talk about that to understand why. You know, sometimes people just need to build their confidence. But I always say you got to go high ticket. Why? This is the explanation right here, okay? Let us say, because the goal is usually to make $100,000, okay? That is the goal for all consultants, speakers, trainers, okay? Because when you get to this, then the first 100,000 is the hardest, and then from there on, you can spring for it. Now, if you are charging $100, okay, per unit, per session, that means you're going to have to sell 1,000 units. Now, I don't know about you, but selling 1,000 units is really hard. There's no question about it, okay? Let us say you raise your price to $500. That means you're going to have to sell 200 units, okay? And if you're just beginning off, you know, you're not advertising, it's still hard work to sell 200. Let us say you take it to $1,000. Then you only have to sell 100 of them. And then ultimately, if you put it at $5,000, all you have to do is 20 units. And it is easier to find 20 people than to find 1,000 people. What am I saying? Your product has got to be priced accordingly. Most importantly, you charge according to value, not according to time. Time is the old way of doing things. You charge according to value. If you go into an organization and you help them to go to the next level, you help them to make 10, 15, 20, 30,000 million, $10 million, how much is that worth? to them, how much is that worth to you, and then you charge accordingly. So once you're out there thinking about it, if you're just starting, you might have an introductory fee, or whatever it is, you must be looking at least minimum $2,000 going up, depending on the value. All right. So I hope that helps you. And whilst you are at it, I want you to know that sometimes it just takes a little bit more confidence, okay? When it comes to saying the price, just say what you really feel in your heart would be the greatest difference. That is why I say to you, create amazing products. Create 10-star products so that when you mention the price, you are comfortable with it, okay? The reason that most people are not comfortable with the price is because they know probably doesn't deliver the result, okay? But I know the only reason you're here is because you and me know that yes, you and I have the audacity to live life on our terms. And until next time, keep being your best, smash that like button, share it with somebody else. Hey, watch more of these videos. I drop these all the time. Every time we have hundreds and hundreds of those. There's some of those from the olden days where I didn't look so handsome. And then there's some of those which were really ugly, but they have some really good content. Go and indulge and give me some likes so that I too can be able to make the big bucks and together we can get rich. Until next time. Peace.